Peachy, mommy, let's do a sketchbook tour? Yeah! Hey guys, welcome to another video. So here I'm showing you my sketchbook. A sketchbook tour, of course. I'm showing you my swatch page and the different type of inks that I use. I jumped from one sketchbook to another, but I started it on July 2019, July 30th. Alright, this next page that I'm gonna show, it's the first video on this channel. It's drawing or painting the first page. I'm gonna link it up on the little card or in the description. And here we start. I used a Pilot Pocket brush pen for this, and then I didn't really like it, so I used a micron to finish it. Then I used a Prisma color erase pencil on pink to do the mermaid. I did a few. Then that's the Sakura Koi watercolors. I liked it and I didn't like it the way it behaved with this paper. I have mixed feelings. Maybe it was me not knowing how to use it. Then I did the same with the blue Prisma color erase pencil, and this was for a live on my Instagram. And then I began to use my big ballpoint pen to do most of the sketching and the drawings in these pages, of course. And then here I'm gonna point out that one of the drawings that I did looked a lot like Damien, and I even like put up the name in there because I love them, John and Damien. Then this is a role play that I did with a friend of mine some time ago. That's his character and that's my character. It's inspired by one of my original characters from the many comics that I did. It was cool. It was a space adventure. This other page is a sign or a scene idea, a scene cover for different type of aesthetic. I love the 40s to 60s rockabilly style and the steampunk style, so it was gonna be like 10 steampunk and 10 rockabillys. And yes, I would love to do something for that in the future. Here I use my Prisma color pencils, and I tried to do monochrome style of painting to see how I did well. Then I did flower sketches that I didn't really finish. So these two pages are from a trip that I did going back home to Puerto Rico, because I lived in the States at that time, and I practiced my profiles and different features, and then August is the most of the time when I came back. Then these two pages I used wooden colored pencils on the right, and on the left I did like a series of different characters talking to one of the characters in the page. And they complain and whatnot, but swatches and whatnot for the colors. And then I left a blank page just because it needs breathing room, and I sketched randomly on that other page. I used the red Prisma color erase pencils to do girl and boy sketches. I'm practicing on my male anatomy. And then this is for October. I wanted to do an Inktober type of illustration. Her name is Margot Bonshire, and yeah, she's a Victorian witch. She has a peach form, and she protects the kingdom. The king has a treaty. And then here I drew her with modern cloth. And on the next page I was gonna do a complete illustration with her house and whatnot, but I left it blank because honestly I don't know how to draw houses yet. It's a little bit complicated to me. And then on this other page I did like a map of how the house would look, and then here I was practicing houses and whatnot, but it didn't work out. More sketching, more different styles. I don't have a set art style, and that's okay. I enjoyed it a lot. And then on the next page I'm practicing with my Pilot Pocket brush pen once again, and inking using an undersketch for the red Prisma colorerase pencil, and then I started to do like a series of aesthetic era or clothing. I did those are the different type of aesthetics of clothes that I love, so I wanted to give it a shot. And then this last page is inspired by Puerto Rican Latino girls as well. I was like, okay, let me give it a shot. And then this page I am doing reference and anatomy practice, seeing how fluid my lines and whatnot would be. I used to do line work like that, like practice anatomy like that, but then, you know, comfort zone. So I wanted to change it up a little bit, and then this one was a collaboration with Rose. We did a color swap and style swap, and she did my characters colors, and then I did hers. And then here I was practicing with more watercolors from the Sakura Koi sketch box. I did male and female, and I honestly love the colors and how I played with that. And then I did, for this I did a poll on Instagram, and I, you know, for them to vote which of the concepts they like the most. They chose, of course, this one, and I liked the second one, and the last one was one of those. I wanted to redraw and, you know, practice my OC, and then this was the original, like a redraw of the original art that I did. It's way down on my IG page, and then those are markers that my best friend gifted me, and then I continue once again trying to do those very loose sketches. And then here is another one of my original characters. They did whatever. Oh my god, Christina and Nathaniel from Dancing with Him. I love those two pages. Thumbnails. And then now planning my YouTube banner, it was from 2020, and I was looking for a way to, you know, get them right. And then I did this. It was a Pinterest reference. I redrew it again with another sketch, and hey, that looks much better. And then this is a halfway through page with my original OCs. You've seen Gold or Rose, even though I'm going to change her name. The name of the comic changed. Then the next few pages are a challenge from RMR Art. RMR October. She did Mona, Warrior, Dreamer, and Artist. And I just did a few thumbnail ideas for all these challenges. And then, of course, I used a pencil, but I didn't like it, so I switched back to Bic to sketch for a pen. Of course, there you go. Once again, I'm drawing my OCs. The little kid is a changeling. And then I did, on this page is a thumbnail for an idea, and I drew Margot once again, and I did random doodle, Pinterest references, and my mutuals OCs. I'm gonna draw a few of those in former pages. That page that I passed through was a redraw of one of my old sketches back then, and then I used these are real brush pens and how they behaved in this sketchbook. It was nice. A few of the things that I did good, others did not. Then here I learned that I need to put in the color first and then the ink, because the Pilot Pumpkin brush ink did not like the water. And here are more reference studies, this time landscapes and houses and whatnot. I would like to continue to improve on these, and that was from my IG first live stream test. And Bridgeton was coming along, and I had to draw and enjoy drawing most of these. I didn't do backgrounds, but hey, you know what? Self-inserts. Then these are characters from another comic of mine. These are just ideas It's not the final design. And then Happy Meal, Rose sent me a few goodies, Bridgestone screen redraw, a ton of stickers that I will be using for my next sketchbook, and different styles and whatnot for stickers and whatnot. That's her business card. And then she did a Copic drawing of me to, study. And so Rose, thank you so much for the stickers. Here I watched the Batman movie, the new one. I loved it a ton. This Batman is a 2-year-old Batman. He's been vigilanting for 2 years, and nobody's gonna fight me on that. Thank you. Then once again, I did a few swatches of colors with the Artisa, and another sketch page. That's another Artisa art that I did. And then here I'm showing you the main idea. It's very close to the interpretation. And then I did some gouache exploration. I used a Winsor and Newton designer gouache. It's great. I'm not gonna lie. It's a different medium. I've never used it, so it's all good. Here I'm still testing it out, trying it out. And then here is another sketch page and inspired by a song. Another sketch page. Loose sketches and whatnot. Then here I wanted to do a call of action webtoon. A friend of mine, Librium, was the one who suggested that we should create characters and whatnot. But I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can just create the characters, because call to action, great. Digital art, I'm not very versed at it. And here I'm showing you on the next page other OCs that I did way back. Here are the original design and whatnot. So yeah, Sakura, Akari, and a few pages that I did, and then I just bye. And then here it's a few OCs or self-inserts from my best friends Are or Arelis, Anita, and Nora. Their designs, I try to keep them as similar as possible, but of course they're very different, and I'm very proud of it. I used pencils, colored pencil for this, and then another sketch page. I love the trio here, so I wanted to do comic covers or manga covers or manga chapter covers, so I did a few of those from them. And they're cute. And that drawing right there with the tulips, that's the original idea. And then I went in and colored it on digital, the finished piece, and it's on my Instagram. Then this is another Mutuals OCs, the Rose and Low Tire girls, and here you can see the pages of those Mutual OCs, and I love them all. They're beautiful. You can pause to see my friends' Instagram handles, and then other Pinterest references that I did. I was studying different type of, humans and then landscapes and whatnot. Another attempt at watercolor in this page. I used it a little bit more like gouache instead of watercolor. I don't know why. Then another Pinterest reference page. I try to do it as aesthetically pleasing as possible, but Then another Akari, a homage to how I used to draw before. The IG and the Jupiter profile, that one was the one in the bottom left corner. I like that one so much, so I redrew it. I do a different iteration, and here it is. Then I did another Margot and Paige with her love interest, and of course the changeling. An idea of a house. It's not the complete one. Then I used Prisma color pencils, and I gave it a go once again. An idea of my OCs, they're not the final design, but they're there. And then I did a 90s babe. just because I like the aesthetic. And then I use the Ecoline watercolors and then the PH Martin ink. And here's the final illustration. It's not the original idea for the illustration, but I wanted to give it a shot. Here I used light peach Prismacolor colorerase pencil. I didn't thought it would show, but it did. And then that's the final sketchbook page that I mentioned before. Then that's the Posca page test that I did. I liked it, I didn't like it, but for now it's not my cup of tea. And then this is my new sketchbook. Thank you so much for joining me on this sketchbook tour. Leave a comment below if you'd like to see something cool in the next video. I am excited to work on this one, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.